Motion to approve a resolution adopting the 2022 Washington County Hazard Vulnerability Assessment and Mitigation Plan. Please don't make me say that again. So, would you like to speak on that?
So the previous, I'm not trying to harp on somebody, but what happened was, the township received notification from the county saying about passing this hazard vulnerability assessment mitigation plan, and I guess there was the township back in 21 or 22 refused to go along with it.
It wasn't that it wasn't considered or looked at or something, it was a decision not to do this, that we are legal firm and the county all agree that we really should.
What happened was the township back then said they didn't want to do it because there's no need to do it. I had discussions with the county public safety. Most place I represent does this resolution. Sometimes if you have some type of tornado or hurricane or something, this enables you to get also FEMA grants and so forth. So I would recommend that you pass the resolution.
So, basically the resolution's pretty much written up by the county anyway. They suggest the townships do it. It's nothing special to us versus any other township in the county. Would anyone like to make a motion to pass the resolution of Union Township adopting the Washington County 2022 Hazardous Vulnerability Assessment and Mitigation Plan?
I'll make the motion.
Spear made the motion. Any second?
I'll second.
Is there any cost to us on that?
No.
No.
No, the county even draws up the resolution. Speaking of which, as it goes down the thing, y'all need to sign it for Diane.
Thank you.
B, discussion and motion to advertise the MS4 Municipal Separate Storm Sewer System.
Did you vote on?
No.
Oh, shoot. Roll call.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Always use it all in favor.
All in favor?
Alright.
That guy, yeah.
This
Way to
could
go
be
home
right.
after all that.
Mm-hmm.
B, discussion and motion to advertise the MS4, which means Municipal Separate Storm Sewer System Pollution Reduction Plan Amendment for the 45-day public comment period.
I make the motion. Second.
We have Mary Spear made the motion, Carl second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
C, discussion and motion to advertise the 537 plan for the Finley Elrama Sewage Project. I need you guys to sign this as you go down. It's the resolution we voted on.
So, do you want me to start?
Absolutely.
Okay, so, bringing everybody up to speed on the Finleyville Elrama Road Sewer Project. Last fall, Lennon Smith Solar prepared, a draft 537 plan to share with the township on behalf of PCSA and the township. Our office reviewed that document. We had some comments on it. We had a joint meeting involving PCSA and the township back in September. The MOU was revised in November, and Lennon Smith has made some final revisions, amendments to this 537 plan amendment. They submitted that to us, I think, on January 15th or 17th, about a little over a week ago maybe. Our office reviewed the document. We had some back and forth with Lennon Smith regarding some cost estimate questions. And at this time, our office prepared this letter dated today, recommending that the board proceed with initiating the 30-day public comment period, which is the next step in a 537 plan approval process. The authority's consulting engineer has already taken the step to submit the document to the other agencies that need to review it at this time while it's in draft form. And from a municipal standpoint, the next step for us is advertising and holding a 30-day public comment period. Any public comments would then be incorporated into the document. The document would be finalized by the preparer and then adopted formally by the township to complete the 537 process.
So I did see a, digital form of it.
Yes.
The reason I'm asking is, so we can advertise it to come and review it or whatever, but it's pretty stout.
It's 500 pages, yeah.
I know the legal requirements of advertising in the, Observer.
Yeah.
But is that something we can share the link on our website? So, I mean, no one, they'd be coming here visiting Diana for a week to get through that thing.
Yeah.
Well,
It's a long, I read it over the weekend and it took a while to get through.
yeah.
The officer would suggest to do stuff like that.
Okay, I'm just asking if that is something that we can put on the
For sure.
website, so somebody doesn't have to go through the trouble in winter and spend all day here trying to read a giant book.
I think that's a great suggestion.
I'm sure that Denise would like to read that.
Not that one. I want to read the MS4 one though.
I used to come down here at night and read that 5:30. That's some dry stuff. So,
Any questions from the board?
No. You say that you always start talking to the people that own the property the lift station's from.
Yeah, there was a preliminary meeting held shortly after Lennon Smith gave us the original draft back in, I think that was August or September. And myself, Michelle participated, Rick Kovach from Peters Creek Sanitary Authority, and Jason Stanton and Eric Fritz from Lennon Smith also participated. I haven't communicated with them any further, but I think that's,
Is it an amicable discussion?
it was, yes.
initially, he was upset because he looked out and he saw testing being done, scientific drill
It's on the
testing.
geological side.
And he didn't know. He didn't know why they were there. He didn't know who they were. He didn't know. And he was initially upset. And then Peters Creek initiated a conversation with him, which he much appreciated, and invited us. And
Correct.
it's been very well ever since.
Who's the lead on those discussions with that family?
There's been no leads really. I mean, we just went and
Should be a resident.
I think per the terms of the MOU, it's the authority's obligation to obtain the lift station property. I think for the MOU, it's Peters Creek's responsibility to obtain the lift station property, and the township is to then reimburse the authority for the cost
Is that
to
what
do
it
so.
says in that lease letter? I thought it was something different.
we're responsible for the cost.
But I think what the question is, who's gonna be the lead? And when I've done these projects before, it's always nice to have a local resident to go with somebody and talk to them about that.
Well, there's, TJ didn't feel it was appropriate for Bankston to be
No,
the lead on the subdivision.
You mean in terms of initiating the property conversation?
yes.
Yeah, I would suspect that would be the authority.
Right, but it should, I'm just saying, when I've done these water sewer projects, it's the authority, I understand, but I'm saying, if I'm the authority, I'd have the local resident to go and talk. Because if you have someone that's nosy, it makes it.
Sure.
And being it's, so you say you know Mr. Berger?
I do.
So since it's the authority actually acquiring the property, it could be a board member, it could be a resident, cause it's not.
Just
us
someone who
acquiring
just,
it.
it's because you have a stranger like TJ or myself going there, they're looking like, who's
No,
going
they've
on?
already been to his house, he was very welcoming, he's already met Rick Kovach and different.
I'm just
But-
questioning the timing and the logical progression through that aspect of the job so that we don't hold up the job.
Sure.
Maybe people get upset, say, well, I changed my mind. I mean, there's a lot of factors involved with this.
Absolutely, Larry, yes.
And all I'm saying is, let's be expeditious about it, and if we're gonna do it, let's get a plan and do it. So,
I
I'm
would
glad to
agree.
drive down here with, we'll bring some Dunkin' Donuts and some coffee, and we'll see if we can be persuasive. But whatever, I'm just, we're gonna do it, I wanna get going on it, that's all, cause we're holding up the Peters Creek.
So, not yet, so they asked on Monday's meeting that, we didn't township puts this out for the review period,
Yeah, that was the request that was
given on Monday, so.
presented. Yeah.
Is it a 30-day or a 45-day?
I think it's 30 days. Yeah. It's 45 for the MS4.
Anyone wanna make the motion?
I'll make the motion. Michelle.
Any second?